You can't do anything without money to pay for it. Generalissimo Santana says that it is imperative to learn how to make money from my island. The Generalissimo explained that he will teach me how to manage optional tasks, how to make money at the beginning of my role, and how to develop industry later on. Production and transportation are the basics of an island's economy. Understanding production chains, workers, wages, and job slots is the difference between a good ruler and a failure. Finally, I will have to acquaint myself with international trade and foreign imports. I have decided to take up politics. I am sure that soon I will rule Tropico. For the benefit of future historians, I have started writing this journal. Here, I will keep a record of my rise to power and my struggle to make Tropico the best nation in the world. First, I have to learn how to rule an island nation. The famed Generalissimo Santana has decided to take me under his wing and teach me the basics. My first goal is to learn how to navigate around my island, how to examine buildings and citizens, and how to order new constructions.
Hola, Presidente! It is me, Generalissimo Santana, your mentor and role model. I will teach you how to rule. You may be a presidente, but even presidentes have responsibilities. Tasks present you with objectives given by different factions, foreign powers, or important people. Completing some tasks may even yield a reward. Fortunately, people like us, amigo, have lackeys whose job it is to keep us informed about the important stuff. You can view a quick summary of your current tasks near the right edge of the screen. Well done, amigo. The task summary will keep you informed about your objective and other important events, such as elections and rebel attacks. Thanks to our top-secret dictatorial spy satellite, you can view your beautiful island in high definition and in color. Amazing, isn't it? Let me show you the controls. Move your mouse cursor to the edge of the screen to pan the view in that direction. Close this message and try this now. You know, sometimes you'll want to take a closer look at your domain. That is why our spy satellite is equipped with a space telescope. Turn the mouse wheel to zoom in toward the position of the mouse pointer. Alternatively, you can use the page down key. Good job, amigo. Now, zoom out a bit. Use the mouse wheel. Now, let's turn around. Hold the middle mouse button or the Alt key and move your mouse left or right to rotate the camera. Finally, you can change the angle at which you view your island. To tilt the camera, hold down the middle mouse button or Alt and move the mouse up or down. Excellent. Now that you know how to command the camera, let me show you how to command time. Time flies when you're having fun. But that's not all, amigo. You are so powerful that you can stop time altogether. Well done, amigo. Now we can examine the buildings on your island in peace. This is the info panel. It shows all the important information for this building. The Tropican secret police will provide you with detailed information about every citizen on your island. Even their thoughts have been recorded and listed for you to review.
Uh-huh.
This is the Citizens Info Panel. It gives you detailed information about the citizens' needs, happiness, occupation, family, and political views. Constructing new buildings is very important, amigo. It is the main method to accomplish your goals and tasks. Let's construct a new logging camp on your island.
Muy buena.
What do you want? I'm busy ruling. Are you a rebel? What do you want? I'm busy ruling. Talk fast. I don't have all day.
Constructing new buildings is very important, amigo. Well done, Presidente. Builders have been dispatched to the construction site. They will gradually build the logging camp. Make sure that the game is not paused.
Generalissimo Santana was impressed by my skills. He even said that in a few years I would be running the Caribbean. I was impressed with the dictatorial powers a presidente has at his disposal. The ability to control time will be most useful. I also learned how to explore the island and how to view detailed information about buildings and citizens.
The trade page of the almanac. Your island is currently importing tobacco, which it doesn't need. You can stop the import from the almanac's trade page. Well done. No more unnecessary tobacco will be delivered to our island. Excellent, Presidente! Now the teamsters will carry the gold produced by your mine to the jewelry factory where it will be processed further.
Job well done, Presidente. Managing the economy of an entire island is no simple task. I'll scribe down what I've learned from Generalissimo Santana. I have to remember to develop the natural resources of my island early on. Farms, mines, and logging camps. Focus on the most lucrative exports. Roads and garages will maximize the infrastructure and optimize efficacy. Once I have secured a steady income, I must start thinking about industry for even greater profits. You can't do anything without money to pay for it. Generalissimo Santana says that it is imperative to learn how to make money from my island. The Generalissimo explained that he will teach me how to manage optional tasks, how to make money at the beginning of my role, and how to develop industry later on. Production and transportation are the basics of an island's economy. Understanding production chains, workers, wages, and job slots is the difference between a good ruler and a failure. Finally, I will have to acquaint myself with international trade and foreign imports.
Welcome back, my friend. As you know, there's only one thing that makes the world go round. Money. Sweet, shiny, beautiful money. You want to know how to make more money? Occasionally, new optional tasks will arrive on your island. Such events are marked with a large exclamation point icon. Well done, Presidente. Optional tasks give you a chance to earn a reward if you complete them. Accept the task to add it to your objectives. Workers are the driving force of our economy. They sweat and toil to produce the goods we sell on the international market. Oh no, this place is empty. There's no one to catch fish. All the important information about your financial state can be found in the almanac. Well done, amigo. Currently, you are not making much profit. This will change once your economy starts producing and exporting goods. Mines provide excellent profit early in the game. It is best to build mines close to the corresponding resource deposits: iron, gold, bauxite, or salt. Excellent, Presidente. To ensure that your builders will construct the mine with haste, you need to build a road to the mine. Production doesn't magically turn into money, amigo. The Teamsters transport all resources between your buildings. Fortunately, you don't have to dirty your hands to construct new buildings. There are special people for that. Farming is a cheap and efficient way to make money in the early years of your rule. Now that the wharf is working, let's take a look at the cannery. This place is overstaffed. You should fire some of the workers so that we don't have to pay them. Good. Now, close the empty workspaces to prevent people from taking the newly... Managing your workforce will maximize your profits and minimize expenses. Good work. Now let's take a closer look at how farms work. You can change the crops a farm grows at any time. Your island will usually have a couple of farms built when you take office. Why don't you switch one of them to sugar production? Well done, friend. Now your farmers will start growing and producing sugar.
Aha.
Uh-huh.
Once you have your basic economy going, it is best to think about investing in industry. Build a jewelry factory to process the gold from the mine into the much more expensive jewelry resource. Some idiot has built a furniture factory on your island without supplying it with the resources it needs. You can import a resource you lack for your industry. Naturally, you will have to pay for the imported goods. Each time a ship arrives on your island, it will bring you the requested imports and bill you for them.
Exploiting the people too much can have dangerous consequences. Generalissimo Santana warns me that I will occasionally have to meet the demands of the citizens, unless I want to deal with rebels and coups all the time. The Generalissimo wants me to study the needs and happiness of my subjects. Learning how to manage civic services such as healthcare, housing, and law enforcement may prove useful indeed. Citizen education seems very important as well. I will need educated people to staff my military and workforce.
Citizens are the most important and the most dangerous resources of Tropico. After all, someone must work and make money for us. Explore the tasks on this island to learn more about your subjects and their needs and whims. Food is the most basic of needs. Citizens will make do without food for a time, but eventually they will starve to death, and that is not good for PR. The healthcare on your island is abysmal. There are no doctors, and the sick rely on voodoo and homeopathy to survive. Citizens always whine about one thing or another. You can view what a citizen needs at the moment in the Needs and Thoughts tab of their info panel.
Buenas tardes.
The 5 needs: food, rest, faith, fun, and health diminish over time. When one of them is low, the citizen will try to fulfill that need.
Uh-huh.
Happiness is a fragile thing, amigo. As you can see, there are many factors that form a citizen's overall happiness. You can't get much work done one citizen at a time. You have to think and act globally. Excellent work, amigo. Use this page of the almanac to plan your social strategy. There are 3 types of people, my friend. The uneducated peasants, high school graduates, and college-educated specialists. They say that crime doesn't pay. True or not, crime can become a serious problem for your island. The most dangerous areas of your island are marked with red and yellow. I've always said that if you want something done right, better do it yourself.
Talk fast, I don't have all day.
Yes, this is you, my friend. Why don't you stretch your legs a bit?
All right, I'm going.
As you know, The mere presence of El Presidente induces awe and fear in the hearts of your citizens.
What is it now? Time to check up on my people. What matter requires Presidente's attention? Where to now? Time to check up on my people. It's always all work and no play for Presidente. Back to work again. Make it so. Back to work again. Time to check up on my people.
Well done, Presidente. Your new policemen will beat those pesky criminals into submission and increase the crime safety of the nearby homes. Do you see the icon above your new clinic? It means that there are no doctors working there. Not a problem. You can hire foreign college-educated workers. Good work, my friend. The doctors have arrived, and the clinic is up and running.
What is it now?
The high school is ready, but don't expect people to become educated overnight. After several months of study, the students will be ready to enter the workforce of Tropico. Well done, amigo. There's no need to pay extra just to have a few more teachers on the island.
Happiness is a lifelong goal. Keeping the people happy is less troubling than dealing with rebels, coups, and uprisings. To summarize the lessons, first, I have to address the healthcare, religion, and entertainment of the island by constructing the appropriate buildings. Then, turn to the less important factors such as crime, liberty, and environment. As the population grows, I must remember to provide food for my people. I will also have to construct more and better buildings. The higher their service quality is, the more they will increase the respective happiness. I am tired of learning about managing islands, constructions, and keeping the populace calm. I want to find out how real politics works. The scheming, the power struggles, and the betrayal. Generalissimo Santana has finally agreed to coach me in the art of surviving Tropican politics. The Generalissimo explained that there are two main political battlefields: internal politics dominated by the Tropican factions and foreign politics dominated by the superpower nations. To improve my standing with these factions and powers, I have to meet their demands. Sounds simple enough.
There's nothing quite like being in command and holding the reins of power. There's no doubt about it. It's fun to be number one. The almanac is your best friend. It contains all the information you'll ever need. Let's take a look. Politics in Tropico are dominated by 8 factions: communists, capitalists, religious, militarists, intellectuals, environmentalists, nationalists, and loyalists. Each faction has its own political ideals and demands. The respect of a given faction defines how content that faction is. If the faction's respect is low, it will make problems. If the respect is high, it will support you in the next elections. I find foreigners very annoying. Unfortunately, from time to time, you have to deal with the so-called superpowers. As you may imagine, my friend, a presidente's word is law. Ministers are the people that interpret your words into specific laws. That is why you need ministers to issue most edicts.
Cześć.
Here you can see your relations with the 5 foreign powers.
Co?
Select the
Jeszcze
power
grasz?
with few details about it on the right
Dobrze.
page.
Ale mogę. Puściłem tam buraki, nie? Bo nie wiedziałem co. A mówię, że nie ma
Dobra.
buraku.
Ale wczoraj ktoś wkładał.
Well done, Presidente. Thanks to your efforts, the loyalist demand has been satisfied and their respect has increased.
Presidente, you can call me Sunny. I want to talk to you about the environment. Everything is so green and beautiful. Thank you, Presidente.
Good. Bureaucrats in the Foreign Office have begun inventing new forms and documents to improve your relations with your foreign partners and to annoy normal people.
Buenas tardes.
Buenos días.
Excellent! Now that the ministry is built, you will have to hire ministers. Now that you have a Minister of Defense, you can issue defense edicts. Well done, Presidente. You've mastered the art of lawmaking. Good rulers know when to use the correct edicts to achieve their goals.
¿Sí?
Gathering money for the Tropico treasury is important, but sometimes you need to set aside something for yourself. That's why you have an untouchable Swiss bank account.
Buenas tardes.
I have learned all that Generalissimo Santana can teach me. Politics is a dangerous art, and I have to master it to remain in power. I must keep a watchful eye on the local factions, improve the respect of the larger factions first by satisfying their demands and completing faction tasks. If a faction's respect is low, it will cause problems and won't support me in the next elections. Maintaining good relations with foreign powers will grant me more foreign aid and other benefits. I have to avoid angering the US and the USSR, or I might find myself out of a job. Finally, I must remember to set aside something for myself in my Swiss bank account.